Greetings, whisky folk, and welcome to the Dram Report, your Dram Association Whisky Club news for today, Wednesday, April 21st of 2021. Now, we have some incredible things lined up for you, but first of all, just a little bit of a note. I know we've been a little quiet in April, and that's mostly because we're finally feeling the effects here in BC of the impact that COVID-19 has had on the whiskey industry. So a lot less production, a lot less bottling, and a lot of delays in the shipping and the importing and the processing of bottles throughout the world. So we have seen some delays, but don't worry, we have some exciting things that they're not just going to disappear. They're still going to happen. They're just being delayed slightly. And in fact, I can tell you right now that in May, we're going to have some incredible special guests and some wonderful Strath exclusive official bottlings here in BC as well. So a lot to look forward to in May. And we'll be restarting our partnership with the Victoria Whisky Festival and having another month full of charity tastings in May. So that being said, we're still going to be doing something more in April. There's whiskey to be drunk, there's fun to be had. We have a selection of 8 independently bottled Scotch whiskies that I'm planning to release in 2 days' time. That's right, on Friday the 23rd of April at 6:30 p.m. Join in for Indie Showcase 7, where we'll be exploring the wonderful world of independently bottled whiskey. And it doesn't end there as well. We have something else already planned in the works that you can join in on. I can guarantee it's already going to happen because I just recorded it about half an hour ago. On Wednesday, May the 5th, we're going to be breaking down some walls, breaking down some boundaries here. And here on the Dram Association YouTube channel, I'm going to be trying some agave spirits, some mezcal and some tequila in celebration of Cinco de Mayo. So please join in for that very special occasion. And actually, a little bit of a note on Cinco de Mayo. We're actually going to be having 10% off all Mexican spirits on that day. So all tequilas and all mezcals at strathliquor.com, exclusively online, 10% off. So yeah, please enjoy that special event. And of course, we've got the SNWS May outturn already planned, already ready to go on Friday, May the 7th. So no delays on that one. So that's already in the books. That's what we've got coming up very, very soon for you. Yeah. All right, so on the last episode of the Dram Report, I teased that we were getting the only case of the Kinship collection, this is a very special collection of whiskies. It's 6 different Islas that were produced in collaboration with the Fégile by Ardnahoe Distillery, and it's 6 different distilleries from the island. And yeah, I mean, honestly, this is the most prestigious selection of whiskey we've ever had at our store. I'm really excited that we managed to get the only set of these. I thought you might want to see them because they're pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty neat. So we've had a few expressions of interest. We haven't officially sold them yet, but so, you know, if you're interested, shoot me an email at adam@strathliquor.com or whiskey@strathliquor.com. Either will get me. But yeah, this is just an uber awesome collection of whiskies. So let's go through them. So we have a 30-year-old Bunnahabhain. Ooh. Number 2, a 40-year-old Kalila. Number 3, a 27-year-old Bruichladdich. Number 4, a 30-year-old Bowmore. And the last 2, what they may lack in comparison slightly in age, they definitely make up for in prestige, and these are probably the 2 that I've had the most interest in, because a lot of people have been asking, are you going to break the set up? Can I buy just one of them? And I'd like to sell them as a whole set, so we're still holding out for that. If it doesn't sell in the next couple of weeks, we will break it up. But number 5, an 18-year-old Laphroaig. Look at the colour on that as well. And finally, number 6, probably the one that I've had the most interest in so far, a 26-year-old Ardbeg. Look at that. Isn't that just the most impressive collection of Islay whiskies ever? Like, even compared to some of the other Kinship collections, I think this is the most sort of awe-inspiring of them. So if you are interested in a selection of whiskies like this, if you're interested in adding these to your shelf at home and yeah, I mean, these are going to be the highlight of someone's whiskey collection, hopefully here in BC. The price on this is $15,000. However, because I wanted to have it sold as a set, I've managed to somehow convince the higher ups, and I'm still amazed that I have, that we are willing to take a little bit of a hit on this, and we are willing to extend the Dram Association discount to it. Not just the Dram Association discount, but the Dram Association premium discount. So if you're a premium member, which I'm sure many people watching this video already are, and you can become a premium member simply by paying $10, you can save $1,500 on this set. You can get it for $13,500 instead of $15,000. So if that is the deal maker for you, shoot me an email. These will be up on the website, but you won't be able to purchase them directly on the website because we're not sure how our Moneris portal, our credit card payment portal, will handle $15,000. We'd rather not find out. We're going to look into alternative methods of payment. But if you are interested in picking this setup, please do let me know, and we can if you're on the island, we will, so long as you're not at the very tip of the island. If you're on Vancouver Island, that money will also include personal delivery. I myself will drive it to your door. Or if you're on the lower mainland, we might be able to organize that as well. But yeah, definitely not putting these in Canada Post. That's for sure. Yeah, the Kinship Collection. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So, obviously, there's only one of these, and obviously the price is, you know, a little much for a lot of whiskey lovers. So let's talk about what we actually have right now as featured bottles in the Dram Association. And these are whiskeys that were featured on tastings a couple of weeks ago, and these will remain featured until we air our Indie Showcase on Friday. So, our Indie Showcase on Friday is going to be airing at 6:30, so that is your last chance to get this discount. But of course, as soon as the Indie Showcase launches, there's going to be brand new discounts on all of the whiskies featured in the Indie Showcase, naturally. So, what do we currently have? Well, of course, our ongoing promotion with the Victoria Whisky Festival includes the fact that the Old Perth VWF 2020 is still available. We have a few bottles left. We're down to the last few cases now. You can still get that normal price, $130.35. You can get it for $117.32, and that will remain on sale until either it's sold out or until our collaboration ends with these video series. We've also had a Japanese whiskey tasting recently, and if you missed that one, Bryony Tai was my special guest. It was awesome. Very much recommend taking a look at that. And we promoted the Shinobu and Kujira. So all of the Shinobu and Kujira that we have right now are available at a 10% discount as well. You can pick up the 10-year-old Shinobu, which is a blended malt or a pure malt done in a Mizunara cask. Normal price $170.35. Right now $153.32. Beautiful whiskey. You can also pick up the regular Shinobu, the non-age statement version. That's only $130.35 down to $117.32. The Kujira, which is just this brand new style of whiskey to me. I know it's been around for a while, but it's not often you discover that there's a whole different section of whiskey that tastes completely different to anything else. And I absolutely loved tasting these whiskeys. I've since picked up a bottle myself, but the Kujira, 100% rice whiskey from Okinawa, Japan. You can get the 5-year-old from normally $146.87 down to $132.18. The 10-year-old normally $221 down to $199.49. And the special edition limited run 12-year-old sherry cask edition is normally $293.83 down to $264.45. So some wonderful Japanese whiskeys. I then did a special little tasting for April Fools. At the very beginning of this month, I did a tasting all about how you're a fool if you think that peated whiskey is only from Islay. And we celebrated the variety of peated whiskies from all of the other Scotch whiskey regions. So we still have some of those available. Some of them have already sold out. We showcased the fact that we managed to find, and I still can't believe we found this, 4 extra cases of Highland Park Dark Origin. We sold through those in no time at all. But we still have some of the others. In fact, one of the other ones that sold out on the night, which we've since managed to get back, probably my personal favorite of the bunch, actually. yeah, I'm going to make sure I pick up a bottle of this new case we got in. The Spey Fumare. This was a peated Speyside from the distillery called Speyside, the Speyside distillery in the Speyside region. Amazing value. Normally $112.52 right now with 10% off, $101.27. We also, of course, visited the Campbellton region, and I know we only have one bottle left at time of recording, so this might not be available anymore, but in case it is, you can get 10% off of the Springbank Long Row, normally $119.91 down to $107.92. Yeah, we also visited the Highlands, of course. We had the Wolfburn Morven, normally 107.74, now 96.97. That's the most northern mainland distillery in Scotland. And finally, and weirdly, we also visited the Lowlands. Yes, that's right, peated Lowland whiskey. We've got some Glasgow distillery, the 1770 peated release, normally 104.26, right now 93.83. Just a quick disclaimer though, that is a 500ml bottle, not a 750, but still really, really damn good whiskey, and one of the most popular in terms of sales from that tasting that we did at the beginning of the month. Yeah, epic lineup of featured whiskeys right now, and it's only going to get more epic after our Indie Showcase release. I also just want to mention, of course, if you're a Dram Association Premium member, then you can get any whiskey in our inventory that isn't either already on sale or an SNWS whiskey. Anything's fair game for 10% off, including the Kinship Collection, as mad as that sounds. But that includes things that have recently come back and are very exciting, like, I don't know, the Glen Scotia Victoriana, which is cheaper here in BC than it is in most of Alberta, actually anywhere in Alberta that I've seen, which is mad and never happens, and one of my all-time favorite whiskeys. So if you didn't know that the Victoriana is back on our shelves, Victoriana's back on our shelves. There's a lot of buzz right now, of course, about the Victoria Caledonia, the McAloney's Caledonia distillery. We have their Glenloy right now as time of recording, the whiskey that won the best Canadian single malt in the Whiskey Awards, the World Whiskey Awards. We have some bottles of that, and of course you can get 10% off of that as well if you like. I mean, hell, literally any whiskey. If you just want a regular bottle of Canadian Club, you can get 10% off that as well. So yeah, shop online at stratliquor.com to get your discount. And I will see you guys hopefully at one of the upcoming tastings. And if not, I'll see you at the next Dram Report. Stay well, stay safe, and Slanchavar.
Felt the wind of a car to